The Berbice River Bridge takes shape as work continues for the June next year completion date. More from Julia Johnson.
Despite what he calls some slippages, engineer Bert Carter, a director on the Berbice River Bridge Project Board, is optimistic that the structure should be completed by the due date of June 2008. Today, Thursday, members of the board, led by Geetonites, took a group including the media on a tour of the works on the $36 million project. Mr. Carter spoke of the aspects of the design.
The high span here is 40 feet above the water level, as distinct to 26 feet under the Demerara Harbour Bridge, so that the bauxite vessels, the barges and the tugs belong to all enough, they'll be able to pass unimpeded 24/7, 365.
Its opening would be 35 meters, but opening would be limited to ocean-going vessels with sugar or those bringing fuel.
This bridge has a coat of epoxy in which is impregnated calcined bauxite, and the whole structure is different. It's a box girder deck as against a plate deck on the other bridge. So you should hear less noise, and there should be better skid resistance on wet days.
He said that the pontoons are twice the size of those on the Demerara Harbour Bridge and doubly reinforced. He said that works on the anchors for the new span should begin by tomorrow. It could be the world's 6th longest floating bridge.
The bridge will be 1.57 knot kilometers long. Right, there are two approach roads. The one at the Edward is 0.8 of a kilometer, and then you get over to Crab Island, it's 3.5 kilometers long. The bridge itself will be 7.35 meters wide, which is about 22 feet, the exact width of the Demerara Harbour Bridge. It's a little shorter.
Engineer Carter pointed to what he calls significant challenges on the project.
You have to be able to build a bridge with marine traffic still being allowed to pass in both directions. Also, because this area that we've started off building on the western end, the Edward end, the water is a lot shallower than in any other location, so we've had to excavate in the vicinity of where the pontoons are going to be.
He said the anchors have to be put in place during the high tides or risk being left on the mud flat. When completed, the Berbice Bridge should take 8 minutes to open and close, and the engineer said vehicles with over 60 tons could pass easily on the bridge. But there would not be a pedestrian lane. The current design has a lifespan of 30 years, but maintenance would make its life indefinite. Reporting for Prime News, Julia Johnson.